this is it for Deebo Samuel. This is it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Unless he takes a massive pay cut and restructuring, this is it. Brandon Aiyuk is now WR1 at $30 million per year. Deebo's new money average is 23-ish. Big cap number next year for
23.85.
Deebo. Yeah, and big cap number next year for Deebo Samuel. This is it. And I think at some level they might have considered, because remember there was a report right before the draft or during the draft that the Steelers were talking to the 49ers about a Deebo Samuel trade. And I guess you can't rule that out. If for some reason the wheels would fall off, I don't know what I was trying to say. If the wheels would fall off in San Francisco this year, then maybe Deebo's a guy that could be traded before the deadline. I'm not saying the wheels are going to fall off. I'm just saying in the event they would. But next year, the cap number for Deebo Samuel, 2025, it's $24 million. It's a high cap number this year, though. It's $26 million this year. $28 million this year. I thought it was lower than that. I thought they'd restructured. Maybe this information is not updated, but I could have sworn that they did a restructuring to pull that cap number down for this year, which in turn drives it up next year. But still, with Brandon Aiyuk where he is and getting what he's getting, the clock is ticking on Deebo Samuel. I really do think they wanted to hold everything together in its current financial structure for one more year. There was no way Brandon Aiyuk was playing for 14-1, nor should he have.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, Mike. And he fits right in there. We saw earlier that chart of the top receivers by annual average, and he fits where he should fit, I think, in that chart. I think he's right there where he should be. The 49ers now have 8 players who earn $15 million per year or more per season. So yeah, they've got some work to do for next year, but the window is this year. They want to win that Super Bowl this year with this core group, knowing that it's not going to be the same next year with Deebo Samuel probably gone, as we said, and probably some more of these guys are going to be gone. I mean, teams change every year, and by the way, you're going to have to pay Brock Purdy, right? So they've got this window this year to get this done, and then who knows what happens after this. But these windows don't stay open unless you're Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs or Tom Brady. They usually don't stay open for very long, but they do have this year to get it done. But this is a key year for them.
The attention will now turn to Jamar Chase and the Cincinnati Bengals. That is a hold-in with a high-profile receiver who has proven that he deserves to be paid at the highest possible levels. And the team-friendly narrative, the team-friendly bias, the rooting for the laundry mindset that will trickle into the national media, and I've seen it and heard it multiple times. Well, he's got 2 years left on his contract. Well, I don't give a shit. He's proven, sorry, London, he's proven that he's one of the best players in the NFL. You don't need one more year to prove it. That's that old way of thinking. Remember, they put the rookie wage scale in place to make sure that the Jamarcus Russells of the world don't abscond with millions they'll never earn. Fine. When you have guys that earn it, give them the money they should have had in the first place. And don't make them sing for their supper for one more year at $4.8 million. I don't care that he's got 2 years left. I don't want to hear that again. I know I will. I don't want to hear it again because it's a bad argument. The fact that other teams were able to kick the can for a 4th year should not prevent Jamar Chase from getting a deal done 3 years in. And any of us in the media that spout that without the caveat is doing the bidding of club oligarch and trying to hold these guys down and keep these guys from getting what they deserve to be paid.
And Mike, this should be a relatively easy deal. I mean, he's Justin Jefferson. He's at the top of the pay scale, and he's going to want more than Justin Jefferson, who was 4 years, $140 million with $110 million guaranteed. So you go a little bit higher than that, and the deal's done. It's really not that hard of a deal. You're going to have to pay that now. You're going to have to pay more later, but they've got to get this. Mike Brown has to write this check. I know he doesn't want to write the check, like Jerry doesn't want to write that huge check, but you need to write that check, Mike, and get Jamar Chase happy. You've got a chance to do something in the AFC, but you do not want an unhappy receiver on your team who is second best player on that team, probably. So you need to get him satisfied by getting him a new deal, and it's pretty simple to do.
Okay, you have a chance to win $1 million in the NBC sweepstakes on Yahoo Fantasy. Just download the redesigned Yahoo Fantasy app or go to NBCSports.com/fantasymillion for additional details. What are you waiting for?
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.